Hello, Mary Farias here with 5 minutes is better than nothing of self-development. We're studying my book, How to Study Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. And yesterday I just shared the self-confidence formula with you. And Napoleon Hill is going to talk about this. My timer isn't working today, so we're just going to wing it with the time. Napoleon Hill says on page 81 in the chapter on faith, back of this formula is a law of nature, which no man has yet been able to explain. It has baffled the scientists of all ages. The psychologists have named this law autosuggestion and let it go at that. The name by which one calls this law is of little importance. The important fact about it is it works for the glory and success of mankind if it is used constructively. On the other hand, if used destructively, it will destroy just as readily. In this statement may be found a very significant truth, namely, that those who go down in defeat and end their lives in poverty, misery, and distress do so because of negative application of the principle of autosuggestion. The cause may be found in the fact that all impulses of thought have a tendency to clothe themselves in their physical equivalent. The subconscious mind, the chemical laboratory in which all thought impulses are combined and made ready for translation into physical reality, makes no distinction between constructive and destructive thought impulses. It works with the material we feed it. Through our thought impulses, the subconscious mind will translate into reality a thought driven by fear just as readily as it will translate into reality a thought driven by courage or faith. The pages of medical history are rich with illustrations of cases of suggestive suicide. A man may commit suicide through negative suggestion just as effectively as by any other means. Ooh. In a Midwestern city, a man by the name of Joseph Grant, a bank official, borrowed a large sum of the bank's money without consent of the directors. He lost the money through gambling. One afternoon, the bank examiner came and began to check the accounts. Grant left the bank, took a room in the local hotel, and when they found him 3 days later, he was lying in bed, wailing and moaning, repeating over and over these words, "My God, this will kill me. I cannot stand the disgrace." In a short time, he was dead. The doctors pronounced the case one of mental suicide. Just as electricity will turn the wheels of industry and render useful service if used constructively, or snuff out life if wrongfully used, so will the law of autosuggestion lead you to peace and prosperity, or down into the valley of misery, failure, and death, according to your degree of understanding and application of it. If you fill your mind with fear, doubt, and unbelief in your ability to connect with and use the forces of infinite intelligence, the law of autosuggestion will take this spirit of unbelief and use it as a pattern by which your subconscious mind will translate it into its physical equivalent. This statement is as true as the statement that 2 and 2 are 4. Like the wind which carries one ship east and another west, the law of autosuggestion will lift you up or pull you down, according to the way you set your sails of thought. The law of autosuggestion, through which any person may rise to altitudes of achievement which stagger the imagination, is well described in the verse that we'll talk about tomorrow. So this autosuggestion is so important. The thoughts that we think in our minds, the dominating thoughts over and over and over again, are the thoughts that manifest in our physical world. The word manifestation is used and overused right now, but the fact of the matter is it just means to see in real life, to make visible, right? And so our thoughts, the dominating thoughts of our mind, become our reality, first in our mind and then where we see it. So be conscious the thoughts that you are thinking over and over and over again, and then begin to direct them in new ways if they're not serving you. So that's all for today. I'll see you tomorrow.